As per custom, the day started off with a parade by the armed forces and an equipment and troop display, concluded by a free-fall display by Defence Force parachute troops. Prior to that, President Nangolo Mbumba, as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, arrived in an open-top military vehicle, greeting the crowd. Dr. Mbumba reminded Namibians of the significance of the day.
We are here today to once again underline the significance of August 26. It is as much a celebration as it is a commemoration of the day when Namibia freedom fighters crossed the point of no return in the fight for independence and freedom.
President Mbumba pointed out that the road to Namibia's self-determination was paved in the principles of Pan-Africanism, solidarity and liberty. The origins of Pan-Africanism, he said, are rooted in the struggle of Africans against the scourges of slavery, racism and colonialism. This drive of the African people to fight for their freedom and dignity, he said, inspired Namibians to engage in an armed struggle, gaining help and solidarity from frontline states, Cuba, Russia, China, Algeria, the Nordic countries, and the United Nations, among others. The president said the seeds for the pivotal battle of Oshikoto 58 years ago can be traced back to the early 20th century and the struggles of heroes including Captain Hendrik Witbooi, Ipumbu Yashilongo, Mandume Yande Mafayo, Paramount Chief Samuel Maharero, and others who he said laid the benchmark during their primary resistance against colonialism, confronting German colonial forces head-on in a struggle that culminated in the horrific genocide of 1904 to 1908. The exploits of these great Namibian heroes were emulated nearly half a century later, Mbumba said, by heroes and heroines the likes of Sam Nujoma, Andimba Toivo ya Toivo, Hifikepunye Pohamba, Peter Nanyemba, Hagi Gainkop, Putus Apollos, Moses Karuep, Mose Chitendero, David Ausiku, Brendan Simbwaye, Peter Mweshihange, and many, many others.
Thus, our patriotic duty as free Namibians is to remember those brave men and women who sacrificed greatly for our freedom. All of us, our freedom. We should never forget those who ensured that we replace colonial oppression with democracy, that we replace forced labor with workers' rights, that end racial hatred with reconciliation and nation building. It is our history and our fight for freedom in the face of adversity and adversity